Hey, welcome to my live stream. This is Meg. We are going to talk about getting paid from your own website. This is an idea I've been talking about, how to create your own platform, your own space online that your income can be coming from. But more importantly, a space online that you can share your ideas, your projects, your portfolio. Working online is such an amazing idea that anybody can do if you are willing to make time and design what that looks like. So welcome to my live stream. This is Meg. Um, I'm also checking some things online on the website that I need to optimize. So I thought I'll come on here as well. I'm trying not to multitask, but there's something I need to do while I'm on this live stream that I need to check. So welcome to the live stream. Let me know where you're watching from. We're going to talk about getting paid every single day from your website because it's one of the services that I provide, helping you to create a strong presence online. A strong presence online is you being intentional, not just showing up every now and again, but having a strategy that will make sure that people can find you online. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And after we've talked about that, I'll give those of you who are ready an opportunity to be part of a program where you are in a community of people doing the same thing. Okay? There's so many opportunities online for all of us that we need to be intentional. I was listening to a TikToker here. She was hosting her own channel. And she was talking about sometimes how family dynamics don't work because the parents, in my opinion, when parents are too busy, they haven't got time to monitor and track and keep a real eye on their children. When a parent is really busy, they haven't got time to keep an eye on their children the right way. And it can feel like you are outsourcing your parenting to strangers. Think about it. If a parent is not wise, you are outsourcing your parenting to complete strangers. Think about it. If a parent doesn't have time to keep an eye on their children, they're outsourcing that responsibility to somebody else. And this is no judgment. I've got a solution that I believe will help any parent that is struggling to manage your time, to keep an eye on your children. Because as a parent, one of our most precious investments of time is the time that we invest in our own family. The biggest investment any parent can make is an investment in their own family. The biggest investment any parent can make is the investment we make in our own family. It doesn't matter what your cultural background is. It doesn't matter how much money we're making. But when we invest in our families, it will show up at some point. Welcome to the live stream. This is Meg. We are going to talk about getting paid every single day from your own website, being intentional, being strategic, and making sure you are in charge, you are in control of how you want life to go. I posted a video on my page about the International African. The International African, you'll be like, okay, what is that, Meg? The International African or Canadian or American or British or Asian, you have to decide where you fit. How do we move? Us internationals, how do we move? How do we play? By whose rules do we play? What I like about the international citizen is those of us who understand we are like entrepreneurs. We can go different parts of the world. We understand what the need is. We contribute. We invest our time in the right places and we move on. Yes, we invest our time in the right things and we move on. Those of us who are wise enough, we understand we are not waiting for other people to bail us out. The international citizen understands nobody owes me anything. Ooh. That's a good one. That's a good one. The international citizen understands nobody owes me nothing. The international citizen understands nobody owes me nothing. And my part is to understand where I fit in. So in my case, I've worked in 3 different countries. I worked in the hospitals as a registered nurse, and it was one of the most adventurous times of my life. Very interesting. I've shared this on other live streams. And I am so grateful for the opportunity I experienced to work in healthcare. And I now believe that's what set me up to be a proper entrepreneur. What I had to learn that a lot of people underestimate is you have to be decisive. Let's tap the screen, guys. Let's engage. Let the algorithm send to many more people, because the content that is on here is life-changing. I'm going to talk about owning your space online. A lot of people don't realize if you are willing to own your space online, you can take charge of your life. You no longer have to be codependent. You no longer have to wait for people to pick you. You can decide how to run the show. You can decide how to run the show. You can decide how to run the show, and you can learn skills that will serve you well even in later life. This is what we're going to talk about on this live stream. Skills that will serve you well even later in life. So if you start early, the better for you. Yes, as I said, the international citizen understands nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. You are willing to contribute to the human experience. The international citizen understands you can contribute to the human experience wherever you go in the world. Yes? You're not intimidated by other cultures. You're not superior, nor are you inferior. You understand I've got something to contribute and I'm going to do just that. And when you own your personal brand, you can move on and do something else. You can move on and do something else. What I've learned in my travels is this is the world we live in. Many of us are conditioned to see ourselves according to the job we do. I've talked about this before. Welcome to my live stream. Good to see you on here. I'll give you a shout out. Let's engage. Let's push the content because the algorithm will pick up. Good evening, Leona. Good to see you on here. I appreciate your support on my page. I quickly went on your page as well. This is one of the skills of social media, right? To grow our communities, it's not just about receiving, it's also, contributing and helping others. And sometimes I forget, I want to go on other pages and support and encourage, because I see many of you doing really well, but you just need some encouragement that you are on the right track. Yes, I want as many of you as possible that are part of my community to really make this year your best year yet. Thank you so much, Leon, for the likes. Oh, in our own uniqueness, because I know social media, the challenge with social media is you can see other people doing what looks like better than you and you may feel intimidated about it. Don't compare yourself with others. We are all different. We all have different programs and reasons why we're online. And some of us, we don't need a huge following to start making even good money on social media, because many of us understand social media is not just for me to consume. I also want to be a producer. Right? Those of us who love social media, make sure you're getting money from social media. Come on, guys. Thank you so much, Leona, for the likes. Those of you who are joining the live stream, please follow Leona Lane. Please follow Leona Lane. I want to help as many of you as possible. As you come on my live streams, you get more followers, you are engaging, you are growing your own community, you get a tip, or you can contribute to the discussion. You can add something that I'm talking about that is helpful to you. And if you want to be part of my coaching program and do the bundle, if you want to grow in confidence in doing your own live streams, just subscribe. I think it's just about £6. I haven't looked at it for a while. It's only about £6. Anybody can do that, even if you're not working. Because you know what? A lot of people feel like I don't have enough money, so they don't put themselves out there. People sometimes feel like I don't have enough money, so they don't put themselves out there. It's a huge mistake. One of the things that I always talk about on my live streams is how to start where you are. Okay? Start where you are. Just grow in confidence, just be determined, and the more you do something, the better you feel. The more you do something, the better you will feel. If it's not working this way, what about another way? But stay focused on your goal, yes? So decide, what is my goal in 2025? Where do I want to be in 2025? What is the new version of me? What is the new version of me? I decided I'm going to do a short haircut. I haven't done a short haircut in a while. But I found the weave I had was a little bit like, I was like, oh, I like this. It's fresh. Good to go. I'm ready. I haven't got time for nonsense. Oh, I love social media because it's community. You learn so many different things. And I also want to encourage those of you who may be concerned that if TikTok gets taken away, what do you do? I've been talking about this even last year. It is important, guys. I'm going to emphasize this. Do not rely on social media as your only platform for business. That is a mistake. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Do not rely on social media as your only platform to grow your business or to gain exposure, because with exposure comes opportunity. One of my coach said, with exposure comes opportunity. So what do you need to do? Use what you've got, start where you are. Do not overdo it. Be honest with yourself, because you really want to come across as who you are, right? When you're faking it, people can feel it. When you're faking it, people can feel it. Be authentic, be who you are, be relatable. So be you. It doesn't mean that's who you will always be. We will change, right? For example, somebody can be a struggling single parent and, they're stuck in those emotions, feeling bad, the ex left or you left, whatever the circumstances are. But imagine deciding, you know what? I'm not going to spend waste another year crying about what's gone. I'm not going to spend another year being miserable and upset about what didn't work out in my life. Just because a relationship didn't work out doesn't mean you're a failure. Just because a relationship didn't work out doesn't mean you're a failure. I was on another live stream with another coach that I was supporting, and she said something. There are people who accept their partner cheating on them. There are people who accept a partner cheating on them. Going to another man or another woman and then coming back and sharing the same life and the same bed. Maybe it's me, but that's gross. It's gross. I think partly that's got to do with when you accept low standards for yourself, you accept low standards from other people. When you accept low standards for yourself, you accept poor treatment from other people. So why am I talking about this? The thing I'm talking about today, about making sure you're getting paid every single day from your website, it's about elevation, about the upgrade. It's the mind. When your mind has upgraded, when your mind levels up, in the natural, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, the house, the cars, the way you go shopping, your network of friends. Because when your mind changes, your life has to follow. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? When our minds change, our life follows. When our minds change, our life follows. One guy was posting how this is a new year. Are you going to accept the kind of man you've always had? The kind of man that doesn't do anything for you? The kind of man who behaves like a princess? He wants you to build him a castle. I couldn't stop laughing. It's the weirdest idea. I'm old school. A man who wants to be a princess in your life? It's like, wait, hold up. I must slay his dragons? A man who wants to be a princess will hide behind a woman. A man who wants to be a princess will hide. Thank you so much, Leon Lane, for the hearts. Everybody else, I can see a few of us on here. Let's engage, let's interact, let's share the live. Let's keep going. Because listen, guys, a lot of people don't realize if you are engaging, the algorithm picks up and it also sees you as engaging. It sees your username. So your content gets pushed forward on all social media platforms. People who engage on all social media platforms, people who engage, the algorithms pick up your name online. It doesn't even cost anything. Thank you, Loveline. Good to see you on here. I hope you are well. I hope you are well. So listen, guys, I was talking about poor relationships, accepting poor standards in relationships. It's usually got to do with how we see ourselves, because I know what that is like. How you see yourself determines what treatment you accept from other people. How you see yourself determines the treatment you accept from other people. Whether it's in our personal lives, with our siblings, with our parents, romantic relationships, church relationships, work relationships, yes? And it can be a bit challenging to change the mind. It can be a bit challenging to change the mind. I remember on my own journey deciding I will not accept certain behavior. I refused to take certain behavior that became very clear to me. I'm the only one wanting to make this relationship better. You can't make a relationship work by yourself. No way. Yes, part of the coaching is to share some of my story that I understand because I've been there. I remember working with one of my colleagues when I worked at a private hospital in Reading. She was really down on herself. I think she was from Greece. I can't remember. I think it was a Greek lady from Greece. Ooh. She was really down on herself. Some things had gone wrong in the relationship, but you could tell she was really down on herself, really hardworking, very good for the company, really hardworking. But because she was working so hard at work, she didn't have time for her children as she would like to. This is where we all have to weigh. Yes, people like you, that you are hardworking, you're contributing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Do not say, Coach Meg told me to leave my job. I'm explaining something, right? It's good to be hardworking, creates a great reputation at work. That is important. But we also have to come to a point where you think, I know it's good, they like me, they may even offer me a promotion. But is this it? Do I want to do more? And we all have to make our own decisions. I've been on LinkedIn of late a little bit more than I usually am. And there's a lot of discussion that no workplace is worth your mental health. There is no job, no working environment that is worth messing up with your mental health, where you can't think for yourself. You're too busy. Like the example I was giving of my work colleague, ex-work colleague, where you're too tired. You don't even have time to spend quality time with your own family. And the guilt, don't even get me started. The guilt that you're not spending quality time with your family, how that affects us. So there is no workplace, no work environment that is worth affecting your mental health. Hello, Tina. Good to see you on here. Good to see you. I decided to go for a short haircut. What do you think, Tina? I don't know how long it will last because London is a bit cold. I'm I'm probably going to go and get a huge long one to cover my shoulders. Everything I do is on purpose. If I have a long weave, it's because it's too cold. So, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Ooh. So there is no work environment, guys, that is worth affecting your mental health. Another thing I saw, right? I know, right? It's a bit cold, but sometimes it gets really warm. But next month, normally February can get really cold, right? It's you have to layer like 3 layers and a warm coat. I have one warm coat that is better than all my other coats. I am obsessed with it. I wear it all the time. But anyhow, in the workplace, what I also found is it can be a place of escape. Sometimes why we stay in these jobs that don't really help us to grow because they create some form of escape from our own life. Oh, I won't even tell you some of my own drama. Now, in my case anyway, when I got to a point I knew I had sorted this out, my family time, my relationships. That's when I had time to think. When I got out of a toxic environment, I had time to think. This is very important. When your life is so busy that you haven't got time to think, to reflect, where are you going? What am I going to accomplish this year? Because remember, guys, even time to reflect and to plan, that does take some time. Yes, it does take some time. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight because what we all believe, our convictions, that can be hard to get rid of. Tony Robbins said, one of the strongest forces in human nature is that we always want to behave consistently to who we believe we are. We always behave according to we always consistently behave according to who we believe we are. Yes, absolutely, Tinu. The workplace can be the place of escape. It can be a form of escape. So listen to this. Like, for example, I like to use my example, or we can use any example. Whoever you believe you are. Say you believe, because now you are a single mom or a divorcee, you start to believe, oh, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not clever enough, whatever happened. Imagine that's not even true, but because of a circumstance or situation that we believe, we start to behave as if that is our identity, and yet it's not. It's just a belief. Of course, yes, low self-esteem. What happened has nothing on who you are as an individual. If anything, all the things we go through, they help us to discover more of who we are. And sometimes that's why we need those negative circumstances. So we wake up. Because sometimes you can be in a toxic relationship. You're so used to, hi, Nurse Agibu, I'm so proud of you. Oh, listen, guys, those of you on the live stream, show some love to Nurse, I can't say your name properly, Agogo. She just graduated her nursing. She's just qualified. Please show some love. Say hello to her. Say congratulations. She started on a whole new journey. I'm so proud of her. I used to work as a registered nurse for many years in 3 different countries. It is not easy. All that science, all the leadership skills you have to learn. And depending on your tutors, your coaches, if you have people who are narcissistic, you can feel like you want to give up. So please show some love and follow Nurse Agugu. She's done really well. I'm so proud of you. I saw your page. I'm so proud of you, darling. I'm so proud of you. Well done. Because when a woman is lifting herself up, when a woman is deciding, I don't care what, I'm going forward, she changes her family. In fact, I could be biased, but women are the ones who change, usually. If she's not the one in front, she could be behind or next to him, to the man. A woman can change the trajectory of her family. A woman can change the trajectory of her family. So don't let anybody speak down on you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anybody speak down on you. So listen, guys, tonight we are talking about creating your own space online, which I've been talking about, and I'll keep repeating it, so you can get paid every single day if you want. Yes? On this program, it's very intentional. It's going to take a little bit of effort, but it's not too hard. This is a place that you can control. This is a place that you can make sure it works according to the plan that you have. You can decide, okay, this is the year I'm going to make 6 figures, right? You can decide, this is the year I'm going to make 6 figures. What do I need to do? Which products do I need to put on there, Coach Meg? This becomes your portable office. This becomes your portable shop. This becomes your portable platform. Mobile is another word. What I love about that is it doesn't matter what's happening in your life. It doesn't matter what changes come. Like now, if anything happens to TikTok, I've been talking about this since last year. People don't know what to do. It's, there's a new platform called Note. And a lot of the word people use is there's a lot of TikTok refugees going to Note. That's a funny term for me. TikTok refugees are going to Note. So any of you who are trying to figure out, okay, Coach Meg, I need to stay up to date with what you're doing. I need some encouragement, some inspiration. Make sure we're connected. I've got your email address because that's the way. Yes, there's also fan base. Yeah, there's also fan base. Absolutely. There's so many different platforms, guys. So listen, guys, I've talked about this since last year, and this is just proven what I always say. We cannot allow social media to be the only place where we are promoting our products, our services, our mission, our message, our ministry. Social media is not the only place. You have to make sure you have a platform that you can control, that you are in charge of. Yes? That you're the boss. Is that making sense? You're the boss, right? So that no matter what is happening, there's any change going on, you are not shaken. You are like, that's good. That's fine. Yes? That's what wise people do. Wise people see problems coming and they start making changes here now. Okay? Wise people see problems coming and they start making changes now. So your own space online is something that none of us must underestimate. It can be a place that is powerful for each of us because that's the place where you can sell products and services. You may have a coaching program because of your skill set, your life experience, or your certification. You can sell your services from there. Selling is not a swear word, guys. Those of us who have a church background, selling is serving. Selling is serving. If you have something amazing that has worked for you and you keep it to yourself, that is selfish. That is selfish. If you have a service or a product that you know is helpful to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Talk about it. Let people want to be involved in it. Yes? This is what we're doing on here as well. If you have a ministry, make sure you have a space online that you own. Yes? Your space online that you own is yours. Your space online that you own is yours. It cannot be taken away from you unless something happens with the internet. By the way, when you are doing this thing for yourself, we are thinking like entrepreneurs, right? You must also have a hard copy of what you do online. Okay, what I mean is you create a space online. Thank you, Tino, I appreciate you. Because I've been in the online space for a while, so I've seen a lot of things come and go. Even when I was working full-time as a nurse, I was always thinking ahead. If I get tired of nursing, if I don't like the hours, because I saw, right, for me at that time anyway, that I didn't want to continue doing that. It was okay for a while, for many years. I was in nursing for what? 18, 20, 24 years. Yes. I haven't even created my health coaching program yet. But nursing is such a great foundation. You can go in any direction. My nurse here who just graduated, oof, go for education where you can train other nurses. While you're in your early days, I know you didn't, this is unsolicited advice. Take it from Coach Meg. Start thinking about where do I want to be in my career in the next 5 years? Yes. Start thinking, should I focus on intensive care? Intensive care? Okay, perfect. Brilliant. So as soon as you get the opportunity, do the mentoring in the workplace. Yes, I've got so many different projects I'm working on helping other people that some things I have to put to the side because I want to help as many people as possible, you know. And my coach said, you must care so much about your customers and clients that they know you will put time aside for them. So yes, Nurse Agugu with just doing a bit. She said she loves teaching. Yes, absolutely. Um, because listen to this, guys. This world we live in, right? I've lived and worked in 3 different countries. Yes. The way to stand out and to be different, to differentiate yourself, whatever your religious background is, whatever your cultural background is understand what you enjoy. Okay, and I know it may feel like, oh, that's out there, but the sooner we start thinking like this is how we become different in the marketplace. There's a lot of people in the marketplace, and there are people who may not even be as good as you are, but because they put themselves out there, they show up, they've got a personal brand online. I talk about this, okay? They have a personal brand online. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Focus on what you are doing, okay? Focus on what you're doing. So I was just saying to Nurse Agugu that loves teaching as well, absolutely go for it. If this is my experience, if you can confidently work internationally, there's no limit. There's no limit. I posted another video. Yes, I posted another video about being an international citizen and training our children and our families how to be a responsible international citizen. Number one, understand that nobody owes you anything. I know I'm moving a little bit here and there, but we'll land this plane, guys. Owning your space online. Understand that nobody owes you anything. It is a powerful positioning in life. Nobody owes you anything, including the people you have helped. Let me say that again. This is a powerful way of thinking. Even the people we have helped, the children we have raised, they don't owe us anything really. For us as parents, we are guardians. Okay? We are merely guardians. Our family, our children, they owe their lives to God. And yes, we are answerable to God if we did our best to direct them in the right way. Yes? Because I've seen this with sometimes, I'll speak for my own culture. People who have never even invested in you, people who have never even been there to help you, they will feel entitled to you. They will feel entitled to you, to have access to you. Some of them, they were probably toxic and abusive, and when you grow up, they still feel like they must have access to you. Okay, let me put that aside a little bit. Let me go back to the personal empowerment. When we realize that nobody owes me anything, we take 100% responsibility for where we want to go. Does that make sense? Yes? This is our personal brand. Yes, just a bit of mindset coaching. And these are just reminders. We all know these things anyway. These are just reminders. These are just reminders. Nobody owes me anything. That means, say, for example, you decide, I want to be financially free this year. I want to go on holiday. I want to invest in my children. I want to put down a deposit for my adult children. We have to think bigger, right? And yes, they may not be perfect kids, but there are some things that we do that we overcome evil with good, right? There are some things that you do in life that somebody will remember. I was not the best, but they helped me. So anyway, when you take 100% responsibility, you decide, I'm going to own my space online. I'm going to create a platform that Coach Meg is talking about, where I can sell products and services, or just products if you want, to customers from anywhere in the world, especially these 5 countries. I'm going to mention these. Yes, free tip. I've shared this before. If you are going to sell products and services online, think Canadians. Yes, I want to sell to some Canadians. I want to sell to some Americans. I want to sell to some English people, Australians, New Zealand. 5, yes. New Zealand, or you can also add Germany. Okay, we have to think bigger, guys. With more visibility comes opportunity. With more visibility comes opportunity. So that is why I always emphasize, do make sure, appreciate you, Leon. Make sure social media is not the only platform. So what I'm talking about now, if you are interested, you're like, Coach Meg, I want to learn how to design my own website, let me know. You want to design your own website so you can reach a lot of people in the world, customers from anywhere in the world. And by this, I don't mean you design a website, it's up there and it's never checked. That's not, no. I'm talking about, okay, well done, Tinu. See you later. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you. Please follow Tinu. Please follow Tinu. Those of you are on here, there's 12 of us. Please follow Tinu. Listen, guys, this is something I forget to say. Please follow each other. Let's follow each other. It's one of the fastest ways to grow our own communities, yes? By following other people, interacting. Because people who are active are the money makers. People who are active are the money makers. You don't know when you may need somebody who is able to invest in your business, somebody who is willing to be a part of your business, right? I know as business owners, we have to be strategic, we have to be intentional, but we also need to have the side where we just support others, right? It's not always about transactional every time. Oh, you haven't bought anything from me. Don't worry about that. Here is a business skill every person needs to understand. The more you expose or talk about your business, the more you increase your exposure, your availability, your visibility. The higher your visibility, let me make it simple. The higher your visibility, the higher are your chances to get your ideal customers and clients, okay? And sometimes you don't know. You could be just building a personal brand, right? You're just talking about what you do, how your day was going, what's happening in your life. You haven't even got a business, right? You may not even have a business. But you just talk about your life, what you like doing, how challenges have been going, and you can put them on YouTube. This is a great way to start. It's not always about a business, just your personal brand. It's something that I also talk about. Before you know it, your businesses can come out of that. Your businesses can come out of that. Is this making sense, guys? Is this making sense? Your business can come out of that. We are living in times where the digital landscape is creating opportunities for all of us. It's fair game. It's fair game. Listen to Coach Meg. It's fair game. The online space has created an opportunity for all of us. It's fair game. Yes, it's fair game. And what I love about the online space, when you put in the work, which is what I talk about, you can get your project online to a point where you're not even actively doing anything, but the money is coming in. That's the part I love. Oh, thank you so much, Nesagu, for the roses. I love roses. I love roses. Ooh. We have to get to a point where something can be working by itself. Imagine that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I know what it was like to work 12 hours and to be paid 30 days later. It's like, I want to go to the movie. But I had to wait until they pay me, and there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Well done. You know, Nessa Gugu, right? This is so good because everything is fresh. You're in the zone, you're in the momentum. Look at you. You're already thinking. uh, hey, listen, make sure we connect. Yes, make sure we connect. Make sure we connect. I love your ideas. There's so many people around the world who want to get into nursing. Um, mm, hmm. Are you on YouTube, Nessa Gugu? Are you on YouTube as well? Because that's also one of the fastest ways to grow community and people who are ready to learn and buy. Here is a free tip, guys. Well done. Very good. YouTube is one of the platforms, just like here on TikTok, for people who are ready to buy. People who are ready to invest in their own learning. Yes, I just gave you $1 million tip. YouTube is a space if you want to start building a business that's not only, yeah, okay. So that's a part of it that we can do, we can work on together, being strategic, what keywords to use, Nursagugu, yeah, that's one of the things that we can look at. You can do even in your own time. Really sit down and think, who do I really want to help and what words can I use to help them come and find me, because other people are doing that, yes. And if you go on YouTube, one of the things that I saw is there's so many nurses who want to start their own business. Okay, what's happening to my screen? There's so many nurses who want to start their own business. I think that is freezing. That started slowing down. Did anybody see that? There was a bit of a lag there. It slowed down. There are many nurses on YouTube who started their own businesses. There are many who started making 6 figures, 7 figures. When I was coming up in my days, yes, I saw that. Their own businesses. There are many who started making 6 figures, 7 figures. When I was coming up in my days, yes, I saw that. Not sure what happened there. That just froze. Oh dear. That just froze by itself. TikTok paused it. Anyway, welcome to my live. Those of you that are still here, good to see you on here. Anyhow, we are talking about creating your own platform today and making sure you're getting paid every single day from your own platform, making sure you have a space online that you can control, that you can manage, and then being active on all the other social media platforms. Yes, so welcome to the live stream. I just want to give you a strategy and I'll make it as simple as I can, as easy as I can, so that you're doing life on your own terms, so that you are willing to make the changes you need to make, right? Because sometimes we may feel like I don't have enough time. You may feel like, oh, I'm working so hard, I'm not being paid enough. There has to be a better way. You may be feeling like that. So welcome to my live stream. I just got back on here. We had a little pause. It must have been a glitch or something. But hey, we're back on track. Welcome. Good to see you on here. I want to talk about owning your own space online. Owning your own space online is such a powerful idea because it's like you deciding to take your piece of the virtual real estate. It's you deciding you're going to own your piece of virtual real estate. It's such a brilliant idea. I really like this idea because having been on the online space for a while, I saw that if there's any change or something doesn't work out on another platform, if you don't have your own space online, you can actually give up. You can feel like this thing online doesn't work for me because nobody's telling us sometimes that things can go wrong on other platforms. Things can go wrong. So we want to make sure you have a space online that you can control, that you are in charge, and you are 100% responsible for the success or failure. Yes, there's no outsourcing. What I love about that is it means we work hard to make sure our platform is a success, right? When you own your own platform, you take 100% responsibility for it. You make sure that it works, right? I love that idea. I can be here on TikTok. How many of us on TikTok? Okay, let me just do a little check. How many of you that are watching this live stream already have 1,000 followers? Let me know. Let me know. How many of you already have 1,000 followers and you are already doing live streams, or you would like to do live streams? You haven't started yet. Let me know. Let me just do, there's a small number of us on here. How many of us on here, you already have 1,000 followers? Yes, let me know. How many of us already have 1,000 followers? Let me know. Do you have 1,000 followers, or you would like to get to 1,000 followers so you can start doing live streams, so you can start doing more? Let me know. I'm just checking with this. I just want to make sure people can see me and you can hear me. Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yes. I had a little glitch earlier, but we're back on again. How many of you watching on here already have 1,000 fans? And you are already doing live streams? Let me know, guys. How many of you already have 1,000 followers and you're doing live streams? I just want to, make sure we're going in the right direction, that we're traveling together. Let me know. Please comment. Do you already have 1,000 followers on TikTok, and are you doing live streams? Do you already have 1,000 followers or not? Okay. All right. Anyhow, one of the things I started to talk about tonight was how to be. Okay. Okay. Would you like to do it, Apostle Sharon? Would you like to do those, or it's something that's in the works? Yes. Hi, Isaiah 60. Thank you so much for the likes. Appreciate you. Let's share the live. Let's keep going. One of the things I like about doing live streams, it helps to increase your follower count in the fastest way possible. Yes. Apostle Sharon, I hope that helps. It's one of the ways to really. Okay. Okay. One of the good things about TikTok is they make it easy for all of us. When you go on your, do you have any videos on your page? This is just for Apostle Sharon, just doing a little bit of coaching on here, a little bit of training. Just so we can engage and work together. Okay, okay. So when you go to the part on posting your video, if you just slide it to the left, just slide it very gently to the left, it will show you a tab that says live. Then when you click on that live, while you're here on TikTok, it will do a countdown to 3, and then you're live, so people can see you straight away. And then hopefully by then, you've already decided what topic you want to talk about. Maybe you want to talk about Bible study, how to understand the Word of God, right? And you can even decide a day in the week where you do Bible class. There's so many people on here who would like to learn the Word of God, who want to understand how to read the Bible for themselves, to make it make sense for them. So you can choose one day in the week if you want, or you can do it even every day. Yes. And here's another idea. Okay. So on the part, before you are about to post a video, right? There are 3 little tabs. Okay, there you go. You already have an established audience. Are you on YouTube perhaps, Apostle Sharon? Are you on YouTube? Okay, while I wait for the lag. Okay, when you are on, I didn't get my other phone ready. Anyhow, before you post a video, right, there's a little tab there that shows post. It's like a little red button. When you scroll to the left, going to the left, I think it's the 3rd tab. It says live. When you click on that one as a live, you can even try it tonight. Evenings are really good depending on where you are. I think evenings are good for anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world anyway. On the part where it says live, you can tap on that and there will be a countdown that will say three or one, two, three, or something like that. And then your face will start showing. That means anybody who's online, they will start watching. That's a good thing about it. And then all you do is, you just start talking like I'm doing. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. Good to see you on here. My name is Apostle Sharon. Whichever way you do it. There are people who will say, oh, you must do it like this. You must do it like that. Oh, the background. Okay. I will have to, I'm trying to think. Let's see. You can choose a part of your house that has a plain background. Yes, you can choose a plain background to begin with, because don't worry too much about the technical aspects. Start with just your own background, or you can choose somewhere in the garden that you like, as long as you've got data, and then just show up. There are people who do sometimes their live streams in the garden or by the shops or wherever it's quiet. So if there's a space in your house and at a time that is quiet, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Please share this live stream. I have to block somebody. I'm getting so many requests to join the live stream from the same part of the world. It's weird. Anyhow, let's go back to the tutorial. We're doing a tutorial here. We are supporting Apostle Sharon because I know there are others watching who also need the same tip. So you choose a place in your house or a place in your a room, bedroom or living room that you like with a plain background, right? And it must be well lit, really nice light, and daytime is really good. It's a good start because natural light makes the whole environment look really good. Yes, it's evening now. It's like 7:30 here in London. Um, So I notice there's a difference when I do it in the daytime and when I do it in the evening. And of course, there are other gadgets. There are people who use all this fancy equipment. There's ring lights. There's all sorts of things you can use. But to get started, this is what I like to say, getting used to just what you've got, just being natural. So that when you have all this high-tech equipment, it's not, you're already used to doing it. Is this making sense? Yes? So find a space in your home that you like that is you can have natural light next to a window. Yes, yeah. And then what you can also decide, so this is the technical aspect. The content, I think you'll be okay with that because you already know the topic that you would like to discuss. In fact, your audience that are asking you, ask them, what would you like me to start talking about? What questions would you like me to answer? This is a powerful strategy. Ask them ahead of time, what would you like me to address? What topic? What are you struggling with? Right? Because when you now start doing the live stream, you can decide, I'll start next week. You can let these same people know, I'm going to be covering these topics. We're going to be addressing these issues next week. And you decide on a day, you make sure it's a day that you can do it. Right? Okay. 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 Of course. Okay. Of course. I'm not even surprised. Yeah. Very good. Ministry online is so amazing, right? Hi, Jacqueline. Good to see you. Good to see you on here. Ministry online is amazing because we can reach so many people around the world. I have a ministry page on WhatsApp. I haven't put it on YouTube yet, but it is so good to do. Just waiting for TikTok to check itself. Yeah, okay. So I hope this is making sense. Just pressing that live button and then just start communicating, covering the topics that you want to talk about. Yeah, and that's it. And over time, you get used to it. But what I notice here on TikTok, early mornings are the best, wherever you are in your part of the world. Early morning, why early morning? You are welcome, Apostle Sharon. Early mornings are good because people are getting ready for work, and when they get used to a familiar voice that they like, it's a really nice time to reach out, to support our communities. I haven't been doing early mornings because, I've got different things that are happening in my life. So early mornings are not the best for me at the moment. But one of the ways I built my community was early mornings. Yeah. Another time is around lunchtime because people are taking a break from work. For me as a coach, I find that also works well when I do it because people are on a lunch break so they can come online, and they can just check in with a coach for half an hour, something like that. Then another time, this is going to make sense. Another time, especially when we're just starting out, evenings, because they're already established online speakers or hosts or podcasters, they people will be with those that they've already been following. So when you come on as a new voice, they don't know you yet. When you're not well known on a certain platform, go later, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, even midnight if you can, depending on how ambitious we all are, right? So, yeah, if you are not well known on a platform, go later because people are already following some voices they already know. So, yeah, well done, guys. Good to see you on here. And I like it when people are asking questions and we're interacting, we're engaging. Because this is one of the things I always say. Establishing your presence online is a way to make sure we no longer have any limits. We are no longer limited. You see, and I believe the pandemic came to teach us something. The last pandemic, we can learn something from everything. It's very sad for people who lost a lot of family. Hi, Jacqueline White. I coach on building your personal brand online and creating a lifestyle business. Yes, which is what I've been talking about even now. Your personal brand is who you are. You could be in ministry, you could be a nurse, a profession, whatever your profession. It could be a doctor, a dentist. One of my friends is a dentist, and I was helping her to get established online. So whatever your professional background, you could have a PhD, you could have banking, finance, or retired, or it could be a parent. Yes, you are welcome, Jacqueline. What I normally recommend is people to leave me their details so I can send you an email. Everything is online, really nice and straightforward, so that you can book a time with me. And when we book a time together, then we go through what you want to accomplish. Then I show you the best way to get forward, to move forward rather. Yes. So your personal brand is you. What I love about a personal brand is who you are, what you stand for, what you care about, what matters to you. Yes, because we all have people who like what we like. We all have people who value what we value, right? So some of us, it could be church people. I have a lot of Christians who follow me. Some are not Christians, some are of a different religious background. But that's the business side of me, right? The business side of me teaches about marketing, promoting your business, how to be strategic, email marketing, all these things, yes? So your personal brand is the most powerful thing actually online, to be honest. It's the most powerful thing that nobody can take away from you because we are all individuals. We are all who we are, right? Nobody can take that away from us. The challenge I find sometimes with professionals is we overthink it. We just have to be more intentional and strategic. Yes. And some of us, because we are in ministry, we are people of faith, we must understand on this day, I'm just doing ministry. Yes, on this day, I'm just doing ministry. Because I've seen this online. Sometimes people don't know how to bridge and people get confused because they only relate to you as ministry. We all need to also have a space where it's just business, right? And of course, because we are people of faith, your faith will come across, no problem. But there is something powerful about being able to reach anyone, being able to connect with somebody who is not of your faith. I mean, the gospel is for all peoples anyway. Okay. So for me, I don't put the title there, but I do come across as a marketplace minister. If I'm talking to anybody who doesn't even have my religious background, they will understand that that's my conviction. If they're okay with that, no problem. I don't force the gospel down anybody's throat, right? But I will help you to become more visible because I've been in the online space for a while. Becoming more visible, I'm repeating some things, it's part of coaching. It creates more opportunities for us to reach more people. For those of us who it's just for ministry, we want to encourage people, want to build people up, that is a powerful leadership skill. When we build people up, we create strong communities online. Yes? Okay. Your personal brand. So let's go back. Let's recap. Your personal brand online, decide, what do I stand for? What do I represent? What do I care about? What issues am I solving? Right? What lies? Here is a powerful tip. Here is a powerful tip, guys. What untruths do people believe that you have learned on your own journey? It doesn't work like that. This world is run by belief system. This is $1 million tip I've just dropped here. This world runs by beliefs. Yes. This world runs by belief. Okay, by what we believe on every level. Yesterday I was listening to the cross-examination of the new, in the United States, aspiring Secretary of Defense. I'm talking about personal brand. Yes, I haven't forgotten. This guy has now become a Christian. He says, I don't know him personally, but he was being fired questions left, right, and center from his peers and people who have been in the business, who've been in the Senate for many years. Me and my family were watching this. I remember thinking, if you don't have any convictions, you can't cope with that kind of questioning. So when I'm talking about the personal brand is, who are you? What do you care about? So that you come across as who you are, being authentic, not pretending to be somebody else. Yes. Listen, guys, when I'm speaking on here, I'm speaking generally, right? My services and my products that I have online is I can help you with designing your own website or websites if you want, so you can reach more people around the world, so you can generate the revenue that you want. That is up to you, no limits. All I do is I give you the tools that you need so you can reach more people, and I help you create some structure so you can get your life back. The Bible talks about redeeming your time. There's another coach who's written a bestseller, Redeem Your Time, or Buy Back Your Time, rather. That's the book. A billionaire, actually. The book, Buy Back Your Time. I haven't even read it yet, but it's one of those that is on I need to read that book. Your personal brand helps you to buy back your time, because now you can start working according to how you want, on your terms. Just be willing to work with somebody who understands how the online space works, how to promote your products to more people, how to have a strategy. Give yourself a bit of time, 90 days, 6 months, 1 year. Everything will change. Okay? So you will hardly ever find me talking about, I made this much money online, so you can also make this much money. No, that's not me. What I bring here is I give you the tools. How much you make, how you design your life is up to you. Yes? Because let me say why this is important. That's why I'm different in the marketplace. Each to their own. I don't like this thing of just doing what somebody else has done. I have no problem with affiliate marketing. I have no problem with these digital products. We must all choose what we want to do. My concern is, if that's all we are doing, what happens when it's not working anymore? So we come back to my idea of your own online space, right? Your own platform. On your own platform, you can add affiliate products. Is this making sense, guys? Let me know. Is this making sense? You can add affiliate products. Yes, is this making sense, guys? You can add affiliate products. We have to learn to stop copying what everybody else is doing. We have to learn to also do your own thing. I remember thinking to myself, without sounding political, it's like, when do we learn to create your own thing? When you create your own thing, nobody can take that away from you. Hey, Tilly, good to see you on here. Nobody can take that away from you. When I relocated to the United Kingdom, nobody can say I helped her go to the UK. I paid money for her to go to the UK. Nobody can say that ever. Nobody can claim they sponsored me. I picked myself up. I didn't even have enough money. And that is not me idolizing the UK. By all means, no. I'm using that as an example. I don't idolize other nations. I'm a heavenly citizen. But I'm grateful for places that you can go and have more opportunity, right? So what do I mean by that? I got proactive. I got proactive. And how we move forward is up to us. But there is something about doing something for yourself that nobody can take away from you. There is something about building your own skill set that nobody can take away from you. Yes? So ideally, this is my advice. It's, you do what you want to do. We must all do what we want to do. Yes? Okay. Pray about it, Jacqueline. Pray about it, Jacqueline. Pray about it. God knows the right community for you. Pray about it. Ask God. I remember one day I was in a season where God wanted me to be in isolation, just waiting on God, doing worship and going through deliverance and all this. And I was just like, I need to go to church. I want to be with some people. Because I came from the mega church background, with my personality, people person, mega church was really the thing for me, right? But oh my word, I learned one of the toughest lessons ever. So in my time of consecration and isolation and just God teaching me some things and getting back in the word, ooh, I was like, I really want to go to church. So I went to a local church at the time. So pray about it, Jacqueline. I'm just giving you this story. And when I went to that church, it was like some places are dead. It's not even a joke. Spiritually dead. There's no life. Let's be honest. There was just this, it was just, and as I was like, wow. At that time, I felt like I was missing out on something. Yes, but please decide. That was for me, according to my training. Let me also say, guys, there are many testimonies online. There are many stories. There are many different things that people share, how God took them out of where they were to get them to their place of promise. Yes, God has a place of promise for all of us. Isaiah 51. God has a place of promise for all of us. That is why we have to be careful of soul ties from people, places, and things. Soul ties can keep you in a place you're not supposed to stay in anymore. It can keep you in a relationship or relationships that are no longer healthy for you. You can be attached to things, hoarding things that you no longer need. Soul ties, yes? So anyhow, as I was at that church, I felt the Spirit of God telling me, people are coming and they're going back. Nothing has changed. Nothing in their lives is changing. And I'm sharing this to say, I'm not one of those people who goes somewhere and is like, oh, let's have some life in this church. The pastor is not teaching the word and get disruptive. I'm not one of those people. No, I don't play those games. I don't play those games. People choose where they want to go, right? As I walked out, I realized I wasn't missing anything. And later on, I moved, I relocated. So, what am I saying here? The Father wants us to have an active, a healthy, dynamic relationship with Him. And one of my coaching pastors said, amazing man. He's been in ministry for many years, longer than a lot of people that we know now. He's experienced huge revivals, meetings, and all this. So one of the things he does is he talks about coaching, how to change your mind, your heart. He said, always place a high value on your relationship with God. One of the reasons why I didn't want to be working 12 hours a day anymore. I just knew I needed to rearrange my life. If anything, that was my top reason. I wanted to rearrange my life. I saw that I'm rushing through. Maybe that's why the mega churches were exciting for me, because there's a lot of people and you don't really have to do your own homework. Spiritual growth is our own homework, right? So we cannot rely on other people's testimonies. It helps us to start thinking about some things, but we still need to be so close to God, finding out for ourselves. Father God, what do you want me to do? What are we working on? Being so secure in our relationship with God, right? That it's not about you being a perfect child, it's being a willing child. That when we come to God, He's not judging us. He already knows the mistakes we'll make, the mess up, the stories, but He loves us anyway and He wants to help us, because the more we start to understand our identity, the less we start doing certain nonsense. We're just like, I don't care. We start being so satisfied in God's plan for our lives. Ooh. Ooh, I felt that, Holy Spirit. Thank you so much. Ooh. You start to be satisfied in the journey God is taking you on that maybe other people are not going on. But at the end of the day, we must all come to the same understanding that Jesus is Lord. And because of what He overcame for us, we now have legal rights. That there are certain things we cannot accept. We cannot accept being harassed or bullied by the evil one. It doesn't matter what it looks like. God is working on something, and He has already worked on something, and God is helping us to become even more confident in our identity. One pastor said something that comforted me so much. He's a pilot. He has his own plane. I love that. A ministry that actually helps the struggling single moms. I love that kind of ministry. That I'm not waiting for people to give to me, but I'm the one giving. Yes, he will fly a few hours and makes a lot of money. He's a pastor. He makes good money. The days of being a struggling pastor, guys, are over. Not with the online space. The days of being a struggling minister are over. Those days are gone. What did Elisha's men say? We want more room. Let's go. Let's cut some trees. Anyhow, let's go back to our personal brand. You see, when you're a person of faith, this is my personal brand. I will always somehow, some way talk about my faith. If somebody doesn't like it, they can keep scrolling. I'm not going to beg people who don't like what I say. Not with the online space. There's no limits with the online space. You don't have to beg anyone. You don't have to manipulate anyone. If somebody comes on my live stream, they like what I'm talking about, good. If not, they can keep scrolling. The world is still big, guys. Okay, so your personal brand, understand what you stand for, and then start showing up on a consistent basis. Now, here is a tech side that we might all miss. You don't always have to show up physically. You can automate the whole process. Thank you so much, Isaiah 60, for the likes. Appreciate you. Listen, guys, let's share this live stream. Let's share this live stream. Let's tap. Let's engage. How much are we on? 6,000. We're almost on 7,000. What's the time? There's something I'm working on. I love this. You see, this is on purpose. This is on purpose, the way I do my life now. It was on purpose. And the way I discovered for me how God guides me, it's like I get this impression. I just get this sense of this is where my Father wants me to be. And sometimes I even miss it and I'm like, oh, that's what you were trying to tell me. I missed that. This is what a loving relationship is like, right? It's not like, oh my word, I'm going to hell. I disobeyed God. It's a healthy relationship. We're no longer under the law. We are under grace and truth. Oh, that's what God was trying to tell me. I remember one example many years ago. We were going to have Bible class in my house. And I was getting ready and all this. And I was really so grateful that I could do Bible class in my house. Because there were times I felt like, what's going on, Meg? But anyway, so grateful for salvation, so grateful. If you see me active here, I'm online, I'm just so grateful for the chances that God gives us. I'm so grateful. So even my business, I take it like, if something is not working, what's happening? God promised me. Then I remember, seed time harvest, seed time harvest, seed time harvest. Millionaire thinking. You do the work. You do the work. Even when it looks like it's not working, you do the work. You keep showing up. You keep posting. You keep engaging. You keep networking. Yes? And think about it. When you're so busy building your amazing life, you haven't got time for nonsense, right? You haven't got time for... You are too focused. And I forgot to say this, Pastor, what he said, the one who's a pilot. He said, you have to decide. You have to make up in your mind, I will never go back. I have nothing to go back to. I will never go back. I have nothing to go back to. God is good when things look like they're working and when things look like they're not working. God is good. God is great. And one of the most powerful scriptures we all need to memorize and understand. All things work together for our good. All things work together for our good. Sometimes when people don't support us, they don't help us. That's when we realize it's just me and God. That's when you realize you are enough. It took me a while to learn that. It took me a minute. It took me a minute. When you start to value who you are, you start to value the face God gave you, the skin color God gave you. I didn't choose to be brown girl. So now I have to join all these squabbles about what? I ain't got time for that. I'm sorry. I haven't got time for politics. Those kind of politics. This is superficial. This is just the work. It's a distraction, guys. It's a distraction to focus on, oh, black people this, white people this, Asian people this. No, wait. What do we have in common? Let's focus on that. What do we have in common? We all want to be healthy, right? We all want to be healthy. Whatever age, whatever cultural background, we all want to be healthy. So each of us must think, as a personal brand, what do I have in my repertoire, in my experience, that I can solve part of this problem? Yes, I was saying to some ladies at a church I was visiting some years ago. I said to them, ladies, the opportunities in the marketplace are huge. The opportunities in the marketplace are huge. People are dealing with anxiety, all these different issues, right? So look in your own, here are the three, if you are not sure what you want to do or you're thinking of some ideas, I don't want you to get confused and feel overwhelmed. I just want you to reflect on this. You can never go wrong if you tackle an issue in these three areas. Health and wellness. Everybody wants to be healthy. Everybody wants to level up. Everybody wants to be more fit. Yes, we give people what they want, eventually what they need. That's a marketing tip for another day. Because sometimes church people don't know how to function in the marketplace. So people like Coach Meg, we're showing up, right? All of us, we're learning. Okay, so health and wellness, you can never go wrong. You can decide which part of health can I tackle. Remember, guys, it's not about what you need, it's what people need. Yes? What people need. What people need. Forget about your own problems and challenges for a minute. God is taking care of it anyway. The Bible says, and my God shall supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory. Let the devil know you're not backing down. Let the devil know if the devil is attacking you in something, rise up. I'm seated with Christ in heavenly places. Far above all rule, power, authorities, and dominions. I may feel down for a day or two, but I must still continue speaking the word. Yes? Because the word of God works by itself. The word of God works by itself, ladies. The word of God works by itself, ladies and gentlemen. Miles Monroe, one of the greatest speakers of our time, bless his heart, he's moved on. He's been promoted to glory. Miles Monroe, he used to play the word over and over and over and over, he said. Because the word of God works by itself. To come out of extreme poverty and become an international speaker. He would play the word of God. I learned on my own journey. When you are feeding your spirit, man, you are more powerful than the one who's got 10-course meals, the one who's driving a Lamborghini, but is spiritually blind. It's not a competition, but this is to understand. Our spirit man is more powerful. Whatever's in our spirit, it's only a matter of time. It's going to show up. Whatever's in our spirit, it's only a matter of time. It's going to show up. So if there's things we don't want to show up, that is why we become a new creation, right? We renew our minds. Yes, we renew our minds. Why does this feel like we're having Bible class? We renew our minds. We renew our minds. Yes. Our personal brand is priceless. Our personal brand is priceless. Yes. So health and wellness, you can never go wrong. You decide, why am I giving this to you free? This is 10,000. This is 10K program. I'm giving some tips. These are 10K programs because if you follow this idea, somebody said to me, Coach Meg, just listening to you, I have started taking action and things are changing. It is so good. Just from my free tips. You can't go wrong if you tackle health and wellness. I have a healthcare background. I worked in the hospitals for almost 30 years. I know I don't look that old. Health and wellness, you can't go wrong, okay? What do you have experience in? Do you have a personal experience in your own family? Do you have some challenge that you've been dealing with? Do you have some skin conditions? Ooh, skincare is huge. Ooh. Do you know anybody in the family who's struggling with skin issues, skincare problems? What are you doing about it? Are you doing some research on that? You can start documenting the whole thing. Come on, guys, don't play. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We have to be careful not to fall in love so much with what we love, what we like, that we are missing out on the opportunities that are already in the marketplace and people are buying every day, every hour, every second. This is $1 million tip, guys. This is $1 million tip, guys. This is $1 million tip, guys. You can document. One of my family members has been struggling with this issue, so I started doing some research, and this is what I discovered. You'll be shocked how many people be like, oh my goodness, we've been struggling with that too, and this is what worked for us. This is what I'm doing. It is amazing to me, right? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just think, what would people like? Okay, you can document the whole thing, the research that you did. You can go to places like PubMed, PUBMED, scientific research. Come on, guys, we're leveling up in 2025, right? We're leveling up. We're leveling up. We're leveling up. We're not doing the same thing we've always done. We're doing different things. We're not codependent. We are going forward. When we are so focused on the people we help, you no longer care about who doesn't like you. You don't care who doesn't like your face. You no longer want to hide your face. Some of you, there's favor in your face. God wants people to see you. So health and wellness, yes, we're staying on track. We're landing this plane. Health and wellness, you can't go wrong. If you tackle health and wellness as a business owner, as a content creator, if you want, as a passion project, yes, because this can also be a vehicle for ministry for you while you're helping people with health issues and topics. And I know on social media, I think Facebook was really hitting hard on anybody sharing health and wellness products. They were blocking left, right, and center if it can't be verified. So, be very careful around that anyway. Make sure you know what you're talking about. You've done your research and it's helpful. Yes. So one of the ways, say for example, you don't have a healthcare background like me, is look at products that people already have. They are aware of those products. It makes sense. Skincare, or it could be maybe with sleep. Sleep is an area I love. I haven't even done anything on it yet, but I want to do that. Why sleep, resting well, sleeping well is a powerful topic. So you can tackle that topic if you want, right? You can write an ebook, you do your research. You see, everything I'm saying here, right, is doing a bit of work. But it's a skill set that when you do the work behind the scenes, you can get paid for the rest of the whatever, however long you want. Can you see what I'm saying? It's like creating your own pension plan. On top of the pension that you may already be accruing in the job you have. Does this make sense? Yes? There's a lot of wisdom being dropped here, and I know it is helping somebody. Let's engage, let's tap the screen because I'm going to go to the other two. So health and wellness, if you take that topic, you can't go wrong. What you can do is reach out. Coach Meg, I like that idea. I want to work on it. Some of you have been seeing me for some time and you haven't made a decision yet. This could be your year, okay? So what we can do is we can work together and I show you the fastest way to do that. Yes, you're like, I like this idea. So what do I need to do? At the moment, I actually have a website package for you using AI. I'm so proud of myself that I'm using artificial intelligence, using ChatGPT. Yes, Jacqueline, let's go for it, Jacqueline. Come on, my friend, let's go. We're not going to waste time. It's like one of the coaches said, no more slow movements. Like, let's go. So you decide, okay, health and wellness is a topic that I like. We do some research. You can go on Google Trends and start typing in rest, right? Health and wellness. There's an audience around that they're passionate, they're obsessed about it. That's your audience. You can charge premium prices. Oh yes, I love ChatGPT. ChatGPT, come on. When my son discovered ChatGPT for his own business, he was like, what? Where have I been? But you know what was cutest for me, right? Is my children, they're younger than me, right? So they're coming to me, Mom, you've been in the online space for a while. What is this ChatGPT? And I started explaining. Oh yes, I'm one of those. I'm not the kids. No, I'm teaching them. And now it's like I went on ChatGPT and ChatGPT said this and I'm like, okay, slow down. You still have to edit the content. Don't just. Oh, it's so exciting, right? You see, and I think why I'm excited about ChatGPT and platforms like that, there's so many others, tools and software, because I've been in the online space for a while and some things take too long to do. But with AI, you can pull up some content, start editing it, and boom, you can write ebooks that you put on Google Shop. Oh my word, Etsy, eBay, anywhere. Because I've seen how things have been so slow in the past. This is just like, so exciting. Okay, so let's go back. We're staying on track. Health and wellness is a topic that you can use. I'm giving you the creative side as well, yes. But on the practical is that's where we sit down and we start working on things, where we get the website up and running, right? And then we create a strategy for you to make sure you are visible everywhere. And this is for those of us who are action takers and we don't have time to waste, and we don't want to waste time. We've got other things to do, right? We're too busy. I don't even come on live streams all the time. You'll notice. I only come on once in a while. Anyhow, so here's the second one. The second one is the area of relationships. Ooh, ooh. People are creating big podcast shows, or have created, from the topic of relationships. Do not feel like you don't have a voice. We've all learned something about relationships from our personal experience and from friends, from working with other people. So you can start your own podcast around relationships. You can start your own podcast around relationships. All types of relationships, not just romantic relationships. It could be mother-daughter relationships, father-son relationships. You can decide, I'm going to, here's the word. Here's $1 million word. Actually, $1 billion word. Own a topic. Decide which topic you're going to own around relationships. Own it, and then do as much research as you want. Go to PubMed, PUBMED. Go and do some research. Yes? Or it could be adult children and their aging parents. That's a topic I can also talk about because of my healthcare background, right? And I also worked in the community. And here's a last one, personal finance, creating wealth, starting a business. What I love about your own business, ladies and gentlemen, is the few of us that are here. It's a vehicle for you to have the lifestyle you want on your terms. Nobody to impress, just what you want to do. But if you also want to brag, bragging rights, it's up to you. It's up to you, where you live the good life, the soft life. It's up to you. We all choose. One guy said to me, not to me, on the podcast I was listening to, there are people who are so wealthy you wouldn't know. He used the term I've never heard said that way. He said they have no social debt. PubMed, the only one. As there are others, I would have to go and look again in my Google Drive. There are others, but PubMed is a good one. A lot of well-known speakers use it, and they do say sometimes, the PhD mindset is always compare with other platforms. Absolutely, yeah. But it's a good platform to use to do your research. But there could be others. And I know I've saved some in my Google Drive because I haven't done any research at the moment. I'm just working on websites, marketing. So yeah, there will definitely be others. But by the way, here are other places that you can check out. Say you decide to go into health and wellness, you decide to own a topic within that niche, right? Health and wellness for doctors, health and wellness for nurses, health and wellness for single parents, health and wellness for aging people, right? Aging residents. That's, breaking down the niche with the niche within the niche. That's where the money is, right? People talk about this all the time. The niche within the niche. So you can decide health and wellness for, I don't know, for pilots, health and wellness for freelancers, health and wellness for blended families. You can decide, right? That's $1 million tip right there as well. Okay. So you can decide. Here are other platforms. Go to institutions that have specialized in a certain topic. Like when it comes to rest, sleep, the value of sleep. Okay. That is brilliant, Jacqueline. That is brilliant, but I'm sure it's quite heavy. It's quite taxing, right? It's quite taxing. Reach out. Let me know. Yes, let me know. I've worked with others, social workers, bankers, consultants, all sorts, dentists. Yeah. Make sure I have your details so that we can look at your strategy, what you want to do, and we can pick it up from there. Well done. That's really helpful work. Yeah, it's a very wide area. So what I wanted to add to this is go to institutions. I'm just giving an example, like say you want to do rest for parents or how to sleep better for busy professionals. Go to places like institutions like the Sleep Foundation. Yes. I remember there was a time I wanted to do something on anti-aging, and the Sleep Foundation was one of the foundations I found because their job, their speciality is sleep. They do all the research and they've got the money and the budgets. So why not make the most of it? So you can go on places like that and study the content that they have and then bring the knowledge together so that you can put in your ebook. Because listen, why I'm talking about ebooks. Ebooks are a way to generate leads online, yes, to attract more people to your project, whatever you're doing, charity, organization, or business. An ebook is a lead generation tool. Yes. Okay. I hope that is making sense. So we've talked about three areas that you can't go wrong: health and wellness, relationships, and personal finance or wealth creation. These three areas you can't go wrong. And I know we all have topics and different things that we're passionate about, but I'm just making it easy for you. In these three areas, you can never go wrong. You will start making money from day one if you want. Yes, I can give you the strategy how to start doing paid ads. You only need to put aside at least £5 each day. Give it for 21 days. Yes. Give it for 21 days, doing Facebook ads for 21 days or Google ads. And you will see for yourself, you start attracting the right clients. Depending on the problem you want to solve, how many people are searching for that keyword? How many people are looking for that solution? Okay, so that's part of behind the scenes that has to be done. That's part of the technical side, and it's all good. So anyhow, I'll just pause on here. Any questions so far? My tea went cold. Any questions so far? Any other questions so far? Any other questions? Because listen, guys, if you are determined, I've got a 90-day program. What we'll do in this 90 days is I'll walk with you. I won't leave you to struggle by yourself. We'll be doing things together step by step. I have a diary. It's called You Can Book Me. And on this diary, you can book the time slot that you want. It's usually 45 minutes. And in those 45 minutes, we do some brainstorming. We look at what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and then we map out a strategy. Yes? We work together, and it's an accountability strategy. And it's not even necessarily working with me. You can decide, you know what, Coach Meg, I like what you're talking about, but I don't think I'll manage, the different times that you have. So we can communicate by email. I make it really flexible. Or we could do a phone call. So I have an initial consultation that we do on my diary. You can book me. Yes. And I have to make sure I have your email. But if I don't have your email, there's no way to reach you. So if anything I'm saying here is making sense, please make sure you reach out. So that I have your email address, and then I send you a link and more information how to get started. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jacqueline. I'm so sorry. These things happen. That's why I show up every now and again, because this is one of the things you've just confirmed. Like, I mean, I know this already, right? What I've learned is that's also part of the reason why I do what I do. When we rely on somebody else, this is what can happen. Yes, and there's nothing wrong. It's really important. And remember, guys, sometimes that's how we end up where we need to be. Sometimes we end up with the wrong people, and it's like, So I decided what I'll do. I'll be completely different in the marketplace. I won't be saying, oh, do it this way. This is what I did. If you also start doing this, as I said at the beginning, what I do is I empower you, okay? So that no matter what happens, you're in charge. You know what you're working on. You're not relying on somebody else's experience. Because you see, what I've learned, even yesterday or 2 days ago, there's a lady who has been part of my network. I really like her. African-American, really nice lady. Amazing. She's got great content. And I think she's done marketing more than me for way longer than me, right? That was her speciality. For me, I transitioned from another career and went into marketing and personal branding and all this. But even for her, there's something she said, I was like, no, that's not true. I didn't say it on the live stream, But I remember thinking, no, that's not true, right? Because it's according to her experience on that platform. Does that make sense? Right? So everybody has different ideas that they share online, and by all means, right? But what you want to do is what I'm talking about. Empower yourself. Decide, okay, what can I do for myself that no matter what happens, I can have some idea where things are going, right? So your own platform, yes, you can start. Because listen to this. One, you will learn your own skill of how to design your own website. That's $1 million skill. Even with AI, learning how to design your own website is $1 million skills, even if you don't have any coding skills. There's so many different types of software, and with AI, it has become easier. But it's the time. It's time consuming. Okay? It's time consuming to create a website that sells for itself. Ooh. It's a website that sells for itself. So remember that. You will learn a skill that will pay off long term. Okay? And in the times that we are living in, as a personal brand, we need to have more than one skill. Imagine if nursing was all I knew, and there's nothing wrong, I could still make 6, 7, 8 figures with just the nursing background. But I decided I want to understand for myself how the marketing works, how to reach more people, how to build community, right? So building your own platform, when we are working in the community, you can see for yourself what needs to be done first and where you can see. Let's see, for example, let me actually show you something on my own website so you can see for yourself. Let me show you this, because I almost forgot. I meant to actually do this. Oh, I must just have a quick sip of my cup of tea. I need to have some liquid. Okay. Let me just move something. This is one of the projects I'm building on, let me just a second, online, okay. I'm just going to move something here. I want to show you. Nobody can take away what you learn for yourself, guys. Nobody can take away, nobody. Don't worry, don't worry. Remember, whatever you invested, yes, God sees. Whatever you invested, God sees. God will give you back, okay? I want you to heal from that, Jacqueline, yeah? God sees what people do. The skills you are going to be building, nobody can take away from you. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the screen around because I want to show you guys to see something. Let's go on there. So I click on more and I'm flipping the camera. Okay. All right, just a second. Okay, so we are now going on one of my websites. This is a project, it's one of the websites I'm building. Let's see, let's go back a little bit. Can you guys see the website? You can see a bit of a pie chart on there, right? You can see a pie chart, yes? Okay. I'm just going to go back a little bit. I want you to see where we do the marketing, the base, the platform. I'm just going to show you. Okay, let me go there. Okay, all right. Can you see this, ladies and gentlemen? Those of us, the few of us that are here, can you see that, right? This is a template. I've just put a template for somebody who's in real estate. Say somebody wants to start a real estate company, you know, in property, or you want to be a broker or invest in real estate, or you want to do an Airbnb business. This is a template that I've set up on here for somebody to get started so you can be visible. This is a place that you can control your own space, right? So it's originally 1,500 to get the template because I include a social media strategy, okay? I also include email marketing, you know, different little things to give whoever decides to make the purchase the highest possibility of succeeding. Now, what I love about this, and I decided this because of like what Jacqueline said, there's so many ideas floating around online. I thought I'm going to do something that feels authentic to me because of my experience and my background. What is one way that I can empower business owners, those who are established and those who are starting, is give them the tools to give them the highest possibility of success, whatever you do. So web design and marketing is my jam. It's one of the things that I really enjoy, being visible. So to get that package until the end of January, I brought it down to $4.99. Now, it and I know numbers are all this. It can be a challenge, but remember, even if I brought it down, I still have to pay the company that I'm using the main software. Does that make sense? Right? I'm still paying the company. Okay? Because it's good to understand how the numbers work. I'm just making it transparent. I still have to pay the company. So that amount is way less than I need to be charging. But I'm also including my time, the time that I have to take working with somebody, right? Yes? So that it makes sense for you. So at the end of January, the price is going to go up to 1,500. Okay? If you want to start property, you want to be an Airbnb host, you want to start an Airbnb business. Yes? And listen, guys, I want to say this very clearly. Please make sure you do something that is easy. You make some money and then you can start to diversify, do other things. This was one of the toughest lessons for me to learn. Because I used to get so excited. I want to do so many different things. I was like, because it can feel overwhelming, right? There's so many opportunities online. And I decided, no, this is what I'm going to concentrate on. It comes second nature to me. I'm a people person. I love marketing. I love being visible. And so that comes naturally to me. So start something that you can feel, this will be easy for me. It's not too hard. And you don't have to overthink. Okay? One of the other things I did, I also started doing many years ago, I was doing residential cleaning because I wanted to understand how to find my own customers. And even now, the other day, I was listening to somebody who helps people who want to get more domiciliary care customers into their business. You might be interested in this, Jacqueline, or, anyhow, she's based in Kent, young lady. She's been doing this with her mom. She's on the marketing side. She talked about how people who are willing to start cleaning companies, there's so many opportunities. Oh, wow. Really? What the heck was that, Jacqueline? What was it? Mm, mm-mm, mm-mm, You'll be okay. God sees, my dear. Don't worry about it. Give it to God. Give it to God. Give it to God. When people make those mistakes, you can't be successful doing that. Okay, yeah. So anyhow, this young lady was talking about the opportunities to do cleaning, commercial cleaning opportunities, and domiciliary care. If somebody can combine those two ideas together, it's there's a lot of opportunity with that. That's just for somebody here, one or two who may be interested in that, but it's not my thing. But anyhow, so a website that you can take charge, you can control. That is your space. Nobody can take that away from you. Now, here's the beauty of this, guys. You can put whatever you want, whatever your thing is. So, say, like for Jacqueline, right? You can have a website where you sell products that you use with your type of clients. Does that make sense? You can use. Okay, okay, okay. Jacqueline, what about coaching? What about coaching, Jacqueline? You can be coaching and mentoring in that field. You can be coaching and mentoring. Okay. Yeah. You can be coaching and mentoring people in that. Let's get you set up. Let's get you set up. We set up your diary, everything. Yeah, let's get you set up because you already have so many skills to offer. You have so much experience to bring. How many years have you been doing this, Jacqueline? How many years? Welcome to my live stream. The drop people are dropping off. That's okay actually because I'm about to wrap up now. I'm about to wrap up now. Mm, okay. All right. Well done. Leave me your email address, Jacqueline. Let me know how I can help. Yeah? Let me know how I can help. Because what you want to do is quickly pivot from that thing that didn't work out. Yeah? You want to quickly pivot and get into the next thing. Yeah. Okay. All right. The other thing I wanted to add, because this is going to be a recording that I'm also going to be put on YouTube. So it's never a waste whether I have a lot of people or a few people. It's never a waste. I wanted to quickly show you something about your own website, why it's such a powerful thing to have for yourself. On your own website, let's see, let me go back a little bit. On your own website, you can see where your potential customers are coming from. That's what I love. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm picking up a few people telling me that it didn't work for them and they had to go back to work that was so hard. They were so hopeful that they started feeling suspicious of other people. And so that's one of the things I encounter. But I just keep it moving. I keep it moving. Anyhow, so listen to this. I should probably stop using the word digital marketing. You know that. I just realized I don't even use it that much. I should probably be using just online marketing. I don't use it as much because there's such a lot of opportunity in that field and there's a lot of people that don't know what the heck they're talking about. They want to make quick money. It's very annoying. Hence, Coach Meg talking about personal empowerment. Do your own research and then make a decision. This is the way I'm going. Okay, so I wanted to show you something. On the website, right? This is my back office, yes? And this is a term you'll probably hear when you do network marketing. In my back office, I can look, right? This is my office. I can look where people are finding my website from, which part of the world. So here, I can see there's people from the United Kingdom, United States, from India. I love this. And I know we all know these ideas, but this is, to me, is mind-blowing. Because it means I'm not limited to one country. And when you're not limited to one country, you can work from anywhere in the world. You can work at any time that you choose. You can work at midnight. You can work when there's something happening in the family. When there's a good event or a bad event happening in your family, your business can still be running. Yes. And because we never know sometimes what's going to change in our life, our day-to-day life. This is why I love this idea about having your own portable office. You can work from anywhere in the world. You can train people on the ground. Also, you can call them field agents who can do some of the practical work, right? But we can talk about that when the time comes. Okay, what else was I going to show you on here? On the website, there's also the space for emails. Look at that. These are people that I found here on TikTok, who found me on TikTok, right? For privacy reasons, I can't show more. But let's go back. What else was I going to show you? On the pages, there we go. Here's another thing. In my back office, I can see what devices people are using to search or to find my website. So it's showing me there's a lot of people who use their desktop or their laptops. That's like a huge amount, 49%. 47% are using mobile. Here's why this knowledge is important. I'm just going to go back to the main page because I want to show you the other projects that I'm working on helping others. Okay, let's go back a little bit. So this is the online marketing side of building your own platform, yes? Eva Media, email, video, and audio, okay? We've got the home page. I'm just explaining some things here. Your home page, you want to make sure when you design your own website, which you're going to learn, please come on this. It's going to be helpful to you, okay? Please come on this training program that you'll be doing for yourself. Yes? I have to block somebody who's trying to join. But anyhow, can you see this? There's a visual in the background where somebody's moving. That is so appealing these days because people's attention spans, it is so appealing to have movement in the background, okay? So we empower brands to thrive online. Right, so there we go. Eva Media, there's very little on there, not overcluttered. Then it talks about the services, marketing strategy, your brand strategy, yes, your personal brand, who you are. So we can take like whatever professional background you have, how do we promote your personal brand? Okay, and from your personal brand, what, how do we design your lifestyle business? What type of business do you want? Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for sharing this. I appreciate you. Because you see, one of the things I realize is when somebody else doesn't give us a chance to learn something for ourselves, we become too dependent on them. I hope that is making sense, yes? So my part here is to guide you how to do it for yourself so that nobody else can tell you, oh, just do this, just do that. Because we all learn differently anyway. And we all have different resources, right? So what we talk about is brand strategy. So let's say for example, one of my somebody in my audience here on TikTok is starting an interior home decorating business. She tried different things and she was like, I'm going to focus on this. So I said to her, just here on the live stream, I said, go to LinkedIn, update your profile, and make sure it talks about what you're doing. What's another strategy I gave her? I said, go on Pinterest and start putting some images on there. Start showing before and after, right? Because there's something about showing people what you can do, even if it's not a lot, but just a little bit. This is what I can do. Oh, this is transformation. Your room may look like this. Your room may be overwhelming and it's making you feel confused and all that. That's, part of the psychology, right? Right? Why people buy into your services and products. Yes, it's always deeper than what is on the surface. Okay, so that's brand strategy, who she is, and then also writing ideas that she feels are helpful to her audience. Okay, so your brand strategy, there's a bit of work into it, guys. It's a 10K package, honestly. It's a 10K package, yes, and you do like 6 months working together or even 10 months. But of course, I understand when you're coming from a working background, it can be hard. So anyhow, I have different packages that I help people with. Then what else? Then we also talk about social media management. You know what? Big companies, what they do is they find somebody to do that for them. And I know when you're just starting out, you may feel a little bit like, I'm not sure who I can trust. I'm not sure what. We work together. I don't even have to do it. I don't do that, but we create a strategy. You can pay somebody maybe just £50 or £100 to do the social media management for you. Because as a proverb, an African proverb says, if you want to go far, go alone. If you want to go faster or further, go with others. So you can have a virtual assistant to help you with the social media management. Okay? And you guide them what you... I have somebody in my family, I'm helping them to get organized with their structure. They're starting a whole new business. It is exciting to see, because I always saw the talent and the skill set in them. So they're always like, oh, how do I do this? This is a bit frustrating. Oh, my suppliers, this. I love my work. Oh, okay, what's another one? Content creation. How to create content. I've been in the online space for a while, guys. There was a time where I didn't even want to do it anymore. I just felt like it felt too hard, and I'm so glad I persevered. I wanted to give up because I had so many other things going on until the time came where I decided, you know what, I'm just going to be fully invested in this. Okay? All right. Then you may just want a web design to be done for you. You may just want a website. So we do it together. We design the website. I show you, guide you step by step. It is really not hard. It is really not hard. When you have the right support and guidance, it's fine. Yes, it works okay. That's the About Us page. Can you see the color? Last year I had the color greenish color, I think, or purple. I can't remember. Then I decided on burnt orange, because I believe in fire. Fire burns out the nonsense. The fire of God. Father God, burn out in me anything that is not of you, that is not like you. Your own platform, this is what I've been talking about, your own platform. You can have a space. Ooh, this is going to be good what I'm going to say here. This is a six-figure opportunity. If somebody takes it, you can run with it. This is a six-figure opportunity right here. Your own portfolio on your own platform is your space that you can create so that you can work with other brands potentially. There are many people doing it different ways and all this. I've been in the online space for a while, and this, what I'm talking about here, is a way to help you not to feel overwhelmed, confused, discouraged. It's one space where you have everything working together. So, you may be into men's fashion for the guys or women, right? So, there's a template there for you, there's a marketing package for you. That one is not on offer. The real estate, Airbnb, that package is there for you. Okay? You may want to do business or fashion. There's a template there for you that we can work in. You may be a travel agent or want to become a travel agent. There's a template there for you. You may want to do beauty or be a beauty therapist. There's a template there for you. Is this making sense, guys? Is this making sense? I hope it is making sense. At the end of the day, I want you to be empowered to do it for yourself, and you know exactly what's happening. You know how much time you need to invest. Yes, and there's a space there for you to use social media. So you can already see having your own website, your own platform doesn't disconnect you from the rest of the world. No. It is a space from which you are intentionally connecting to the world. Because when you're only selling on social media, you have to be on social media. And of course, we are all different. Everybody has different skill sets. Some people can be on social media all day and accomplish their goals. But some of us have many other things that we're doing. So we want a platform that is away from social media so that we're not lost and confused in the woods and just like after 10 hours, did I even make any money today? So it's a place where you can still reconnect with the rest of the world. You can share, we all know this. You can share using all those different tabs. And you can add, if you have Snapchat, if you have, what else? What are the other platforms? Note, where people are migrating to from TikTok. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. Then you can also create a newsletter that you keep your community updated. Okay. I'm showing you this so that you understand that it doesn't have to be hard. Now, this is my back office. This is where if I want to edit, this is where I go. Can you see that, right? If I want to change the title, I would take that and change things around. Yes? If I want to change the image, I want to change an image, there's a tab for me there to click. So when you're in the workshop, you can see, right? It won't be too hard for you. We'll just be working together. Or you can even do it by yourself, actually. Right? I give you the guidance. But when all is said and done, you will have a working website. When all is said and done, when you've gone through the guidance and the support and all the training, you have your own website, your own mobile platform. Now, this mobile platform has everything you need to start collecting data according to the laws of the land. When somebody has agreed to give you their email address and they want more information, they can come here, leave their information there. Okay? All the email providers, it is a law. They don't want you to just collect people's emails. You have to make sure you have their consent. Okay? You need people's consent to collect emails. You'll hear me talk about this on here. Leave me your email address if you want more information, because that is, you've given me your permission to reach out to you. It's not me trying to, I've got this program going on, why haven't you responded? No. It's something that has been agreed beforehand prior to this. Okay. What else was I going to show you on there? I think that's it on there. That's the portfolio, the newsletter, and contact is also there. I need to take one of them away. It's your own space that you can play with and build it, and you can make it as fancy as you want or as simple, as straightforward as you want. It's up to you. Okay. Just going back. So how many pages? The standard package, guys, is 5 pages that every business needs to have. Especially if you're just starting out, every business needs to have at least 5 pages. And on those 5 pages, there has to be a space for services and products. There has to be a space for showcasing what you do, your experience, a place to contact you, a place to talk about who you are, and the landing page. The home page is the landing page, the very first space that people come to. Okay? You make sure it is clutter free. But these are the things that we talk about in the workshop, in the training. We're together so that you understand the reasoning. I don't know about you guys, but I'm one of those people. I like to understand why. Why am I doing that? What's that for? Why? Right? I like to know the reason why. So let me just turn this around. We go back. Let's go back. I hope that has been helpful. Yes, I hope that has been helpful for you to see. I'm not just talking about a platform, but I show you how to start working on it so that you can control the trajectory of your lifestyle and your revenue. Where do you want to go, right? Be intentional. How much do you want to generate in your business this year? Being honest enough with ourselves. This is what I need to generate to accomplish the goals I want to accomplish. I don't just want to survive, because as business owners, sometimes we're just surviving. We're working hard. We're just surviving. Sometimes we have to step back and look and think, what am I trying to accomplish? What am I trying to do? Yes. Who do I need to move around? Who do I need to hire? Who can I get to support me? We all need the support. One billionaire was saying how one of his colleagues was working so hard on a Sunday as well. And he asked him, why are you working so hard on a Sunday? Oh, I can't afford to do this. I can't afford to do that. Like, no. When we are willing to have other people to support us, we can then accomplish more faster. I hope that is making sense. Yes, I hope that is making sense. And not only that, suddenly we are living this whole new lifestyle where you're free to do things as you want. You are free to go on holiday as and when you want. I hope that has been helpful to you, because I am going to be wrapping up. I'm going to be going soon. Any questions so far? Anybody have any questions? There's numbers I've dropped, no problem. This will also be on YouTube. I'm going to be posting it in the next half hour when I come up here. Okay, if there are no questions, I'm wrapping up. I will see you guys on another day. Thank you so much for those of you who are still here. I appreciate you. Bye for now.